Hey everyone, I'm Nisha and welcome to Tales and Texts and welcome to another Books and Tarot, or rather in this case, Books and Oracle episode. Today I want to review a short story that I listened to on Audible called Choice by Jodi Picoult. This is going to be a quick review and I actually have a follow-up video that I'm going to be talking about at the end of this video, so I'll be publishing both of them simultaneously, so do stick around. Now, I'm sure many of you are aware of the United States most recent news to come out of America, which was the overturning of the Roe versus Wade ruling. Now, since I am not very well versed in the nuances of this ruling or its history, I will refrain from making any comments about how it came about and why the overturning happened. But in a nutshell, the Roe versus Wade overturning essentially strips women in the United States the right to get an abortion, and women have lost their agency over their own bodies. Not just women, any individual who is able to carry a child in their womb, which also includes trans men, they are essentially, as of now, not allowed to get abortions in most states of the United States except a few. Now, this is something that is very common across the world as well. There are many countries around the world where abortion is illegal, and individuals who can carry a child are often, if not legally punished, they are subjected to moral judgment and ostracization, and a lot of physical and mental abuse because of their choice to exercise their free will to say that I'm not ready for a child, or rather I don't want a child. And Jodi Picoult uses this theme and uses the issue of women and female identifying individuals gaining control and agency back over their body as the theme of her short story Choice. Now, in essence, Choice is a story where one day the protagonist, a man, wakes up to discover that he's pregnant, and he's very heavily pregnant, possibly in the last stages of his pregnancy, and he doesn't understand what has happened. All of a sudden, he's the previous night he was a normal cishet man, and when he woke up this morning he was very heavily pregnant. And from there follows his experiences of just a single day when he experiences what it feels like to live as a pregnant woman. And I'm not just talking about the physical manifestations of pregnancy, the difficulty in moving around, the morning sickness, the aches and pains in our bodies, and the general fatigue that overtakes individuals who are pregnant sometimes. These are just one facet of what Jodi Picoult covers in Choice. We also see the repercussions that this man, the protagonist, has in his work life. And I'm sure you may have either experienced this or you would have known someone who has. So many companies around the world pass women over because of, well, their biological ability to procreate and have children. A lot of times, women are asked. In fact, I've myself been asked in many interviews in the past, where people want to know when I plan to get married or if I plan to have children and settle down. And usually this is used by companies as a way to find out if it is worth investing in this woman, because should she, God forbid, take maternity leave or quit the company. So Jodi Picoult focuses on these experiences that are very true for most of us women and individuals who are able to bear children. And this man, the protagonist, who identifies as a cishet man, just cannot believe that one day all of his choices are taken away from him, and essentially the choices that pertain to his life, especially the most important choices, such as the way he gets to live his the way he gets to construct his career, the way he grows in his profession, and most importantly his choice to not have the baby, to abort the baby, is taken away from him. And I think this is absolutely brilliant, and I think every individual needs to read this story, and most importantly every man, especially anyone who identifies as a cis-het man, should read this story, because let's face it, the chances of you experiencing what it feels like to be a pregnant person, both in your personal life and in your professional life, are very negligible. So you know what, it's best to just read the story and find out, you know, what the reality is, what we live with every single day. So yeah, this book is really nice. It's an Audible original, and the narration is absolutely fabulous, so do go check it out. Now, in terms of the cards that I've chosen for this, I have chosen one which is soul loss, and no, I don't mean this as in a sort of biblical sense of damnation or anything like that. I honestly feel that, you know, when I heard of this, that the Roe versus Wade was overturned, and you know what, the world follows America's example. Let's just say that, let's just get that out in the open and clear. The world follows America's example, and so even countries which might have someday given women the right to abortion, had America done it, had America upheld Roe versus Wade, would probably not do so anymore, because they're seeing their biggest, you know, the country that they emulate the most, they love and admire the most, saying that, hey, you know what, women, it's your job to be pregnant and produce our young, so you can get an abortion. So all countries are going to take a leaf out of the United States book after this. So I honestly felt like for humanity there was an intense soul loss, you know, as human beings, as people as animals who consider ourselves to be greater than the other animals because of our ability to think critically, for our ability to not be vicious and not harm others, you know, consciously, to be better than every other creature. We have really we've really disappointed ourselves. We've disappointed our society as humans, and we've disappointed a large part of our population, which is, you know, women and individuals who can carry a child. We've disappointed it. There is an intense soul loss, and I don't know how we can recover from this, how long it will take for countries to unanimously, or at least to someday where the world, most part of the world at least, is able to say that, hey, we give our people the choice to have the agency over their body. So there is a soul loss. The second card I pulled was a card for you, the audience, and specifically for women and any other individual who might be able to bear a child, is that your body is sacred. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You have all the right to fight for your body. Your body is sacred. It is yours. It is yours to live in. It's yours to experience. It's yours to choose what to do with. So you are sacred. Your body is sacred. And let's not let a couple of laws stop us from taking what we want. It might take us some time to get what we want, but remember that your body is sacred and it deserves a fight. You know, you deserve a fight for yourself. You deserve to fight for your own agency and your empowerment and your independence. So yeah, so this is the review of Choice by Jodi Picoult. Now, just as an addition, I will be releasing another video where I'll be performing a live spell, a magical ritual, in order to send out a collective blessing to the world. And this collective blessing and this collective call to the spirits and the elements is to bring about a change in terms of giving female identifying individuals and all individuals who can get pregnant complete agency over their body. So do feel free to participate in this ritual with me. Share your own rituals if you have them or if you perform them, and we can collectively send out positive blessings and strength to our sisters out there, so that all of us can regain our agency over our bodies and have the right to choose. Alright, thank you so much for listening, everyone, and for watching. I will meet you in the next Books and Tarot episode or any other video that I might film. Bye, have a nice day.